So I think compacted is an understatement for the backyard here. But we're gonna take care of that. It's actually pretty comical trying to get soil samples back here because it was a little difficult. But speaking of those soil samples, I found it kind of interesting, the soil that what little I could get from the backyard here, and how it compares to the front yard. So I just want to show that to you real quick. So I hope this is showing up on camera okay. This is the backyard, this is the front yard. I know I got some grass clippings in there and whatnot. I cleaned it out the best I could before sending this off. But what I wanted to show you was the color difference and the consistency. This is really, really fine. It's almost like a crushed up brick is what this looks like. And it's really light, it's really dusty. And this is well, I mean, you can see it's much darker, and yeah, it's not as fine, and I would say again, dusty. So I thought that was interesting to see the difference between the two. This one I think doesn't look all that bad. This one, yeah, well, we already know it needs a ton of work. When I got my soil samples back here, I couldn't find my ankle roller, otherwise known as the bulb planter. And I also didn't have Heisenberg's fancy dancy soil probe. So I had to use just a regular old garden spade. And yeah, to say the least, it was difficult. But for giggles, I borrowed the soil probe from Mr. Heisenberg. And I am going to just see how difficult it really is to try and get a sample out of here. So let's try that real quick. Yeah, the ground is not budging whatsoever. Even if it was, look, I can't even get, it's just dust. It's just crumbling. Doesn't even come out as a core, so I would actually try and go a little harder at this, but I don't want to end up bending it like our buddy did. Oh my gosh. So it got me thinking, and I've got a plan for back here. We're gonna go at this backyard with the Compaction Cure. So let's talk about what that is and how to use it. Soil Compaction Cure consists of two of our products. It consists of the RGS soil and plant formula and the Air8 liquid aeration. Using the RGS and the Air8 both in conjunction with each other at the Compaction Cure rate, it's been proven to be very effective in loosening up the soil and root zone compaction that you get in your lawn. So what we're doing with the Compaction Cure is we're not only encouraging root growth with the RGS, but we're opening up the soil surface to allow for increased air and water penetration. So look at it this way: when you're dealing with a compaction issue and using these two products in the Compaction Cure method, you're giving it the 1-2 punch. You're hitting it at the soil surface and you're attacking it in and below the root zone. An additional benefit to this application is you're going to leave behind carbon particles that serve as a food source to soil organisms. While at the same time, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be blocking against the binding or recompaction of soil particles. The results from the Compaction Cure application are going to be this. You're going to notice a much softer lawn. So for my thin stand concrete pad back there, this should loosen it up and make it feel not as rock hard. You're gonna get a significant increase in root mass and depth, more soil organic matter, better water infiltration and penetration, which is gonna lead to significantly more plant available water, a healthier turf, and a more consistent color. So overall, a better lawn. So those are the benefits behind the Compaction Cure combo pack. Now let's go over the application instructions, rates that I'm going to use, all that good stuff. Remember, when in doubt, print the PDF out. If you ever have questions on any of this stuff that I go over, I'll link in the description below, a place on the website where you can print the PDF out of the application instructions. All right, for me, today it's March 29th when I shot this video, and per the application instructions, we're going to go 12 ounces per 2,000 square feet on the RGS and 18 ounces of Air8 per 2,000 square feet. So 12 ounces of RGS, 18 ounces of Air8 per 2,000 square feet. The goal is to squeeze in 3 to 4 applications for the year. So for me, I spaced mine out every 5 weeks, I believe is what I did. So March 29th, 5 weeks out from that, it'll be May 3rd. 5 weeks out from that is June 7th. And 5 weeks out from that is July 12th. And those are my 4 applications for the year of the Compaction Cure. In every application, it's going to be the same. 12 ounces of RGS, 18 ounces of Air8, every 2,000 square feet. For the hose end, we're gonna set the dial to 3 ounces and we're gonna spray that out over 2,000 square feet. Now, if you haven't done this before and you're not sure what 2,000 square feet looks like or feels like or anything like that, here's what I suggest you do. Get some cones or flags. Grab yourself a good old-fashioned tape measure, or if you got it, a measuring wheel, and physically mark off your 2,000 square feet. Remember, square feet is length times width, so we're gonna measure off 20 feet by 100 feet, and that'll give us 2,000 square feet. This is roughly our area. It's gonna be from this cone to that one over there. It's not perfect. It's got a little island right here, but I think it's gonna work for what we're trying to do. So from here to that one is 20 feet. And then from here all the way down to the fence line, not sure if you can see those on camera, but the other 2 cones down there is 100 feet. So this is our 2,000 square foot area that we're gonna spray over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill up my cup on the hose end sprayer with 12 ounces RGS, 18 ounces Air8, and I'm gonna go this way with the cup, spraying side to side. And if I have any left over in the cup after I've walked this area, I'll just cut across this way, again spraying side to side until the cup is empty. And I know I've got an even coverage over a 2,000 square foot area. So I noticed I do have a little bit left in the cup, so now I'm just gonna go this way instead of that way until the cup is empty. Last thing you want to do if you're using the Ortho hose end sprayer is water the application in for about 5 to 10 minutes. So let that go for about 5 to 10 minutes in that section and just move it around the whole backyard here until it's watered in. Another little tip for you when it comes to the Compaction Cure is you want to apply it early in the morning or late in the evening. You do not want to apply it when temperatures are going to be above 85 degrees. So middle of the summer, high noon, not a good idea. Again, 3 to 4 applications of the Compaction Cure, space them out about 4 to 6 weeks. I'm gonna meet in the middle and do mine every 5 weeks. Just look at the calendar, count that out and jot that down so that you don't forget it. Now, depending on how bad your compaction is, like my fenced-in concrete pad with hints of grass here, you might have to make combo apps of this for more than 1 season before transitioning into a maintenance type of schedule with RGS and Air8. Can you do this with a backpack sprayer? Yes, here's how you would do it. 6 ounces RGS, 9 ounces Air8 per 1,000 square feet with a 5-to-1 dilution of water. Agitate it well, spray that out over the turf, and then water it in for about 10 to 15 minutes. Hope that wasn't too fast for you. Hope you got that. So I gotta show you this real quick because this is pretty exciting. I'm starting to see some serious green popping up here, so that's exciting. This makes me happy. Very, very happy. This makes me not so happy. When I scalped the yard, I found little pockets of ant mounds all over the place, so I've got to take care of this. That's not going to work for me. That has to go. So there we go. There's the Compaction Cure for the backyard, round 1. I've got its name, I've got its number. I'm gonna fix this. I am gonna do some 1801 back here, give it some nitrogen love as well, but I'm gonna do those applications when I do the rest of the yard. So yeah, that's the regiment for the backyard. Gonna give it the Compaction Cure, the 1801, and see if we can't spring this thing back to life. But that's it. That's how you use the N-Ext Compaction Cure. If you have any questions, drop those in the comment section below. Do my best to answer them for you. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video, share it out, subscribe, all the good social media stuff. Keep on keeping on, my lawn care brothers and sisters from other misters, and I will catch you next time.